Getting a gun just got even easier.
There's a new front in the fight over gun control. People making guns at home with 3D printers. They don't have serial numbers, they don't require a background check, and they can slip through metal detectors.
So Americans have a huge problem with undocumented people, but undocumented guns are just fine. I guess if we really want to get the guns off the street, we should call them Mexiguns. We should have known it was just a matter of time before anyone could download and print a gun. We've been headed this way for a while.
In 2013, a gun rights enthusiast and self-described anarchist named Cody Wilson posted online the designs for a 3D printed functional plastic handgun.
A self-described anarchist? You don't say. Don't all anarchists have to be gun nuts? If they're in trouble, what are they going to do? Call the cops? Hello? Government agency I don't believe in? Come quickly. Someone broke a law that I don't acknowledge. Wilson claims distributing the plans is legal because he's simply exercising his First Amendment rights to share information. Yeah, it's just informing the public. That's the way every shooting victim feels, you know, when they get shot. Thanks for the information, I feel so educated. Maybe that's why there's so many shootings that happen in school. It's just the latest way for the kids to learn. Kids can't get enough of those wisdom bullets whizzing past their heads. Hey, son, how was school today? Oh, Dad, we learned so much. Like if a bullet leaves a gun travelling 2,000 beats per second and Jerry forgets to duck, how many days do we get off school? Dad, why do my hands constantly shake? But Wilson does have a point. It's not illegal to share information, and it's not illegal to make your own gun.
One, in the United States, it's always been legal to make your own gun. Literally, all the things that these people are afraid of were already legal. We're just providing you a direct way to do it and saying, yeah, why not?
Why not? Well, for one, there's murder. That's probably the #1 reason why not. It's generally not a good idea to make it easier to kill people. We don't encourage people to drive drunker. We aren't running ads for mail order cancer. Like, forget all those time-consuming cigarettes. We bring lung cancer direct to you. Now, a bunch of states are suing to get the plans taken off the internet for good.
At least 19 other states are suing the federal government over its decision to allow the Texas company to publish the downloadable blueprints. They want a federal judge to order a temporary restraining order to block the agreement.
A bit late, mate. Those blueprints have been available for a long time. Plans for the AR-15 were downloaded hundreds of thousands of times. Politicians simply don't understand new technology. That's why Jeff Sessions still watches his old Hitler rallies on Betamax. He thinks it's better quality, although they did release them on DVD, but for mine, George Lucas just added too much stuff. Look, it's a tough issue for me. Obviously, I'm an anti-gun guy, but homemade guns, that's impressive. Forget guns, I find homemade pizza impressive. How about homemade soap? That's why they can charge $25 a bar of soap down at the farmers markets. Like, who knows how to make soap? Wait, I barely know where to buy soap. Since I've lived alone, I've been slowly letting my supplies run low. Last night, I washed myself using Windex and an old newspaper. I can't function. It's just scary to think where Americans' priorities are. Like, we can't have plastic straws, but we can have plastic guns. And what do you think happens when you're done with those plastic guns? You just chuck them in the trash and they wind up in the ocean. Aren't sharks scary enough already? Ironically, their gang is called the Jets. This is what's important to us. This is how we're using the promise of technology, printable guns. Why is it every time we invent something new, people want to know either two things, like can we f*** it or can we kill people with it? What happened to all the cool shit the future was supposed to bring? Where are the hoverboards, the clones, the teleportation machines? Weren't we supposed to be living in a Planet of the Apes monkey overlord situation by now? You know, I was talking to Roseanne about this and she said we already were. She went on for it at length for quite a while and I said, you know what, Roseanne, you should tweet that. And now that's one less show I have to compete with. Honestly, I know I should be enraged about printable guns, but it's already way too easy for people to get assault rifles. Anyway, shootings happen almost every day and the government refuses to act. A few crappy plastic weapons won't make things worse, unless, of course, you're the type of person who live your life behind metal detectors, like lawmakers. Maybe that's why some of them are finally kicking up a fuss about these plastic guns, rather than, say, the millions of metal weapons that everyone else has to worry about on a daily basis. And let me be absolutely clear, I don't support any kind of violence, period. But I'm just exercising my right to share information.